Hello students, welcome to our channel. Grade 10 History Unit 1 tutorials. Before we begin, please like, share and subscribe for more videos. Lesson 6. Nationalism and the Eastern Question. The Eastern Question was a major issue in the 19th and early 20th centuries. It involved the rise of nationalism in the Balkan region and the decline of the Ottoman Empire. Great powers like Russia, Britain, France, Austria-Hungary, Italy, and Germany had their own interests in the Balkans. These interests caused conflicts and shaped the region's future. This lesson will explore the causes of Balkan nationalism and the role of foreign powers in the Eastern Question. By the end, you will understand why nationalism grew in the Balkans and how great powers influenced the region. The Eastern Question was a term used in the 19th and early 20th centuries to describe the diplomatic and political problems caused by the decline of the Ottoman Empire and the rise of nationalism among Balkan peoples seeking independence in the Balkan region. It involved the struggles of ethnic groups like Serbs, Bulgarians, and Greeks who wanted independence from Ottoman rule. At the same time, powerful countries like Russia, Britain, France, Austria-Hungary, Italy, and Germany competed to gain influence or territory in the Balkans and the Near East. Each power had its own interests, such as controlling trade routes or preventing rivals from gaining power. The Eastern Question created tensions and conflicts as nationalist movements and foreign interventions reshaped the region, leading to wars and the eventual breakup of the Ottoman Empire. The Balkans were a diverse region within the weakening Ottoman Empire. This area included ethnic groups like Serbs, Bulgarians, Romanians, and Greeks. In the early 1800s, nationalism began to grow among these groups. Nationalism is the belief that people sharing the same culture, language, or history should have their own nation. The Ottoman Empire's decline created an opportunity for these groups to demand independence. By 1830, Greece gained independence, and Serbia won some self-rule. In the 1850s and 1860s, nationalist movements in the Balkans grew stronger as people wanted freedom from Ottoman control. The decline of the Ottoman Empire led to competition among foreign powers. Russia, Britain, France, Austria-Hungary, Italy, and Germany all wanted influence in the Balkans. Each had its own goals. Russia supported Balkan nationalists because many, like the Serbs and Bulgarians, were Slavs and Orthodox Christians, like the Russians. Russia also wanted access to the Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea for trade and power. This made Russia a key supporter of independence movements. However, Britain opposed Russian expansion. Britain wanted to protect its trade routes to India and maintain its naval power in the Mediterranean. To do this, Britain supported the Ottoman Empire to keep nationalists and Russia in check. Austria-Hungary also backed the Ottomans. They feared Russian influence in the Balkans would weaken their own empire, which included many Slavic groups. Austria-Hungary wanted to prevent nationalist uprisings that could inspire their own people to rebel. France, Italy, and Germany had their own interests, often seeking territory or influence in the region. These great powers intervened in the Balkans, supporting either the Ottomans or nationalist groups based on their own goals. Their involvement often made conflicts worse, as they fueled tensions for their own benefit. In 1875, revolts broke out across the Balkans. These uprisings were driven by nationalist desires for independence. By 1878, Romania, Montenegro, and Serbia gained independence after fighting the Ottomans. Between 1878 and 1913, the Ottoman Empire lost much of its territory in the Balkans. Great powers like Britain, Austria, France, and Italy divided these lands among themselves or supported new nations to gain influence. This increased tension and hostility in the region. The competition among great powers and the rise of nationalism made the Balkans an unstable area, setting the stage for further conflicts, including World War I. In summary, the Eastern Question was a complex issue driven by Balkan nationalism and the decline of the Ottoman Empire. The rise of nationalism led groups like the Greeks, Serbs, and Romanians to seek independence. By 1878, several Balkan states became independent, but this caused new problems. Great powers like Russia, Britain, Austria-Hungary, France, Italy, and Germany competed for control in the region. Russia supported nationalists for cultural and strategic reasons, while Britain and Austria backed the Ottomans to limit Russian power. These interventions increased tensions and reduced Ottoman control. The Eastern Question reshaped the Balkans, creating new nations but also sowing the seeds for future conflicts. Understanding this helps explain the challenges of nationalism and foreign influence in history. Review questions. Question 1. What were the main causes of nationalism in the Balkan region? Answer. The main causes of nationalism in the Balkans were the decline of the Ottoman Empire and the desire of ethnic groups for independence. The Ottoman Empire, which controlled the Balkans, was weakening in the 1800s. This allowed groups like Serbs, Bulgarians, Romanians, and Greeks to demand their own nations based on shared culture, language, and history. By 1830, Greece gained independence, and Serbia achieved partial self-rule. In the 1850s and 1860s, nationalist movements grew stronger as these groups sought freedom from Ottoman rule, fueled by a sense of identity and discontent with foreign control. Question 2. Why did Russia support Balkan nationalists, and how did this differ from Britain's interests in the Eastern Question? Answer. Russia supported Balkan nationalists because many, like the Serbs and Bulgarians, were Slavs and Orthodox Christians, sharing cultural and religious ties with Russia. Russia also wanted access to the Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea for trade and influence, so supporting independence movements helped weaken the Ottoman Empire. In contrast, Britain opposed Russian expansion to protect its trade routes to India and maintain naval power in the Mediterranean. Britain supported the Ottoman Empire to suppress nationalist movements and limit Russia's influence, creating a conflict of interests in the Eastern Question. Question 3. What were two major consequences of the Eastern Question in the Balkans between 1878 and 1913? Answer. Two major consequences of the Eastern Question were the independence of several Balkan states and the reduction of Ottoman territory. By 1878, Romania, Montenegro, and Serbia gained independence after revolts against the Ottomans. Between 1878 and 1913, great powers like Britain, Austria, France, and Italy divided Ottoman lands or supported new nations, significantly shrinking the Ottoman Empire. This increased tensions and hostility in the region, as nationalist aspirations and foreign interventions created instability, setting the stage for further conflicts like World War I. So that's all for today. Thank you. Please like and subscribe for more videos.